Paul. Hello, Ollie.
Hello, Paul. How you doing, mate?
Good, mate. I'm good. We're live. We are live, according to
live.
This. But no one's come on yet. We have 0 people. 4. We got 4.
How are you doing?
Guys, say hello to us. Come and say hello on this lovely Wednesday evening.
Hi, Tina. Good to see you. Hi, Holly.
Hi, Holly. Hi, Tina. It's great. Here we go, mate. Got 9 people on now.
Oh, hi, Tanya.
Awesome. It's good to see everyone. How are we, mate? How you doing?
Yeah, good, mate. Another week's gone by yet again, and lots of things in the pipeline, isn't there, for us?
Yeah, I know, absolutely. I saw that you popped up on Facebook of your handsome face there earlier.
I've changed my photo.
We might as well do it now because I will probably forget later.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Just might get out of the way as we can remember.
Yeah. I don't want to say it's an age thing, mate. You're too young for that.
Well, I don't feel it at the moment.
So
what's happening, Paul?
Come on, I was going to say, what's happening on that's Norfolk? Did you hear that? What's happening? Did you hear that?
Norfolk, I should say, not Suffolk.
So, come on, what's happening Friday? What are you doing?
So on Friday, I am doing just a taster, half an hour session, everyone. Just basically for the MBS events that I'm, the Angels MBS events, I should say, is a nice group of people that work for themselves, but also enable money to be brought in for a charity. So I'm just going to do a free, doesn't cost anything for anyone to join or to watch me online, of course, completely free. And just 30 minutes, really. So it's, 8:30 on Friday. I know everyone's probably looking forward to the weekend and not wanting to be on the internet. But, I'm going to be on there on Friday. So keep your eyes peeled on my page. I'm sure you've seen a few adverts already and on Instagram as well. So I'll be doing that on Friday.
Awesome.
So what have you been up to, Paul, as well? You've got things going on, I can see.
There's loads going on behind the scenes at the moment, mate. Absolute loads. So the other thing we should also plug, because we sold a few tickets already, and thank you to those people that have bought tickets already.
Yeah.
But we've got another charity evening coming up on the 4th of June.
Yes, we have. Both of us working together, Paul.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, mate.
It's been a while, hasn't it, since we were doing stuff together?
I know. Who'd have thought it, eh? I'm sounding really Norfolk tonight. Who'd have thought it? Okay.
The echo going on.
It is. But as for that's all, I should actually say all proceeds are for the Down Syndrome Association. Yeah. So it's a cause that I've had a lot to do with over the years. When I worked at that great club, Norwich City, by the way. Did I tell you I worked at Norwich?
Yeah, you did.
Did I tell you they got promotion as well this year?
Yeah, champions as well.
Oh, champions. Yeah, let's not go there. Oh, Joe's got her ticket. Thanks, Joe. I know Heather bought a ticket the other day. So
yeah, and I know Carol's got one as well. So thanks, Carol.
Absolutely.
And also Penny Rossiter, thanks ever so much for getting a ticket as well. So there's a few tickets been sold already, Paul. So that's good news.
Yeah, we're doing really well. We've got a few more weeks to go, but it'd be lovely to just to show your support, really. Get as many people in there as we can just to show your support. So I'll just say a quick few hellos to Maria. Hi, Maria. Hi, Anne. Anne's on. Mum's on, mate. Mum's on. I'm hoping my mum is on somewhere. She normally comes on. She's always in the background. And Trina. I don't recognise your name, Trina. Are you a first time watching? Hello, if you are.
Hi, Trina. And hi, Marilyn Britton. Hello to you.
Oh, I know Marilyn. Yeah, I used to work with Marilyn. Hi, Marilyn.
Hi, Donna, as well. And so, Paul, sorry to interrupt you again, as we always think to interrupt you. But also, I hear there's things going on behind the scenes in respect to Bickley Castle as well.
Yes. We're hoping to do a demonstration when things open up a little bit more. Oh, Linda Ray's just popped on. Hi, Linda Ray.
Hi, Linda.
She was a guest recently. You can catch up on that, guys, if you want to see Linda. If you go onto either mine or Anthony's Facebook, there'll be past programs on there.
Yes.
Awesome. So Bickley Castle at Skill, we're going to be teaming up with Monique as well, whether she'll be live in person or whether she'll be on a virtual kind of computer link
on the big screen.
Yeah. She's hoping to kind of come over as well. So that's coming your way though, mate, because you're heading off down that way soon.
Yeah, heading off to Glastonbury in Somerset. Moving soon in a few weeks. I can't wait.
Can you do the accent?
Somerset. Helen, don't have a go at me about that.
Yeah, Helen's on. Hi, Helen. Hi, Ali. We should talk about
Ali,
guests, mate. We're getting carried away. Let's talk about our lovely guest today.
So, yes, another guest to look forward to. I'm loving these weeks, Paul, with all these lovely guests coming on here. So another guest to introduce. Off you go, Paul. I'll leave it to you.
First of all, I want to say thank you because the guest that we did have on couldn't make it tonight. And Paisley was booked in a few weeks' time.
Yeah.
And she's gladly stepped into the breach, as it were. And she's going to be working for us tonight and coming on talking about her own personal journey. Interestingly, with Paisley, she's also a numerologist. Can you say that word?
Yeah. Numerologist. I think I got it.
Boom.
Okay, it's a different format, I believe, Paul.
It is. It's a slightly different way to how Ian.
Yeah.
And that was a great show last week. How entertaining was Ian?
He was brilliant, wasn't he?
He was great.
Positive feedback as well from that, so it's all good.
Absolutely. We've got a spammer.
We got a spammer. We will get rid of the spammer as soon as we can, everyone, as always, every week.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. He's hitting quite a few of you with messages, so we'll get rid of him. So let's just not mess around. Shall we get Paisley in?
Oh, Paisley Town.
Yes, ready? Drum roll. Here she comes.
Boom. Bam, bam. Hi, Paisley.
Hi, Paisley. We should also say you're over in Canada.
Yes, so it's early here.
What's the time there at the moment?
It's just after 11:30, which is early for me because I'm a night owl.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. It's lovely to see you, and it's lovely, obviously, coming on the program first thing in the morning. I'm not great first thing in the morning when I have to work, so we really appreciate you doing this today. So I know you saw the Monique, I know you've been on here a few times and watched how we work. We kind of really like to get to know about your story and how you became who you are today.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you. And thanks for inviting me onto the show. I'm super excited to be here. I really enjoyed watching Ian Michaels do his numerology because it's quite a bit different than what I do.
Yeah.
So I grew up in Southern Ontario in Canada. And when I was about 3 years old, I would predict things that were going to happen in my 20s, which kind of scared my mom. So she hushed me up and didn't want me to speak about anything like that. And so when I moved away from Windsor, I went from the East Coast of Canada to the West Coast. And as soon as I got here, I pursued metaphysics classes and topics and people. And I started buying crystals and stones and getting really into it because, I was away from my mom, so she couldn't see what I was doing. So all my life, when I was in school, I always struggled with numbers. I always said I'll never work with numbers and numbers are stupid. I'm never going to use math and all these things they're teaching us in school. It's not something for me. I was kind of drawn to other things. And so it was really surprising to me. I went to a metaphysical school and I did volunteer work for the school in exchange for free classes. So I was an administrator in my other work that I did for many years. And I came in and did office administration for this company, this school. And so I took all the classes that the school offered, and I got to meet all the psychics and all the readers and all the mystics. And the most interesting person that I met there was a man who did numerology. And so I had a little mini reading with him, and then I booked a reading with him, and then I changed my name to Paisley after my reading with him. And I was kind of fascinated because the detailed information that he gave me about my life, I thought, like, did you phone my family? Like, how do you know all this stuff? It was pretty interesting that using numbers, he could get my personality down straight. I was shocked. So it became a passion for me. And I feel like numerology kind of pulled me in. I feel like I didn't choose it. It chose me. So I do this full time now. I've been doing numerology stuff for about 17 years. and I've met a lot of really cool people. And I also love to work with other psychics. And so Monique Panchot, that was on your show a few weeks ago, she is one of the people that has worked closely with me in the past at different events, and she's come to some of the classes that I teach too. So it's been really fun.
Yeah, big shout out to Monique, by the way. We love
Monique.
Her gift is absolutely awesome. Also, before we go too much further, guys, don't forget we're giving away a free reading this week. I think it's Anthony's turn, actually.
It is my turn.
So please like, love, and share so we can get it out there. Also, the exciting thing is Paisley's agreed, similar to what Ian did last week, but Anthony and I are going to have a go. But we're going to try and connect with Spirit or a reading, and we're going to get you in on the studio. So, and see how that goes. So what we'll do is we'll post the link. If you think it's for you, we'll invite you into the studio. If you want to, of course, you don't have to. Okay, we can just rattle on and give you the message. So if you're sitting there with your colours and you've got a cigarette on the go and you don't want to come on, that's absolutely fine. But we would love you to join us in the studio. Okay. Yeah. We'd like to make you feel welcome and warm, and that's the whole point of being here. It's like you feel like you've gone down the pub and we're chatting with our friends. We kind of want to open up our world and what we do to people, that we are normal. We're not, wizards and Merlins and hobgoblins in the back garden. None of that going on here. So sorry, Paisley, I interrupted you.
Oh, no, that's perfect.
So yeah, I mean, can you explain a bit more about the difference between your numerology and Ian's last week?
Sure. So Ian was focused quite a bit on master numbers, and my teachings haven't gone that way. The teachings that I learned are based on Pythagorean theorem from Greece, and the numbers carry energy of elements. And so my focus when I do my readings for numerology, certain numbers are water numbers or fire numbers or air numbers, which is slightly different than astrology readings. In astrology, there's also earth mixed in there. And when you're working with numbers, it's 1 through 9. And we don't focus too much on, if somebody's born on the 11th or the 22nd. It's more, 11 is water, 22nd is fire, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I don't know about you, Anthony, but I got a little confused last week. Great. I mean, he seemed to be connecting with people, Ian, but just the idea, I mean, it sounds really difficult. Is it a difficult discipline to get into, Paisley, or
for me,
how did you find it?
I found it to be a little bit more than what I had signed up for, because even without using someone's birthday, if you're just going to focus on, for example, a first name or a surname, there's 81 different name combinations. So for the ease of today, I'm going to make that into 9 name combinations. Okay. So for example, somebody's first name could be a 1, 1, 2. And basically that's like 1 + 1 is 2. But somebody else's name could be, for example, a 1, 2, 3. And so, or like it goes down the line. So I was explaining a little bit yesterday to Anthony, with the H and without the H, Anthony versus Antony is quite a bit different, but they're both energy of 7. So Antony would get along well with Anthony, but not exactly the same, just as an example.
Right.
Awesome.
It's really interesting to me, like how detailed it can be too. So we'll see what happens today.
It's really exciting. I know people are bristling at home to send in. I think Ali's already sent in the 11th. She was born on the 11th, and she was a water sign.
Okay, and what I'd need to know the month and the year, and Ali sometimes can be like a nickname, so it might be Allison or something different. So the spelling of the birth name is important, and then the month and the date and the year all play a pattern. So somebody born on the 11th with the name Ali, if that's the legal name, would be somebody who's got water in the name Ali and fire being born on the 11th. And
here we go. Okay. Ali's comment.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So we've got 7 and Allison. So Allie changes to Allison. So Allison is a 7 energy, which is also a water
She's
number.
1970, not 1960, she says.
Okay, perfect.
Brilliant.
So we've got the 7 in July, and the 11 adds up to 2, and then the 1970 adds up to 8. If you see me looking down off the screen, it's just because I'm adding everything together.
No problem.
So I would say she is a black and white personality, meaning she's either all in or all out. She can be extremely organized and extremely chaotic and messy sometimes. She should be super fun. She likes to work as a team, but she loves her personal space, and she'll pull back away from people to be alone. So some people might accuse her of hibernating, and that comes up with people that are just water fire.
I should also mention though, Paisley, that you also teach as well, don't you?
I do. I teach psychic readers. I took a lot of classes when I first got into this, but I didn't really have a mentor. So I took these classes and I went into business for myself without having something to like bounce off from other people. And so I realized there was a need.
So you're basically kind of baptism of fire, just going out there and learning on the job, basically.
Absolutely.
I love that. It's quite brave. That is quite brave. So shall we get someone in? I know it's a bit early, but I like a little boy here with this technology. Shall we get somebody in who'd like to come in and we can read for? So I'm looking at Britt Pearson. Britt, you've just give us your birth date and also your middle name, Britt Catherine Pearson. But would you like to come in on the show? We're gonna the lovely Katie in the background is gonna post. Oh, she's done it already.
She's done it already, yeah.
Katie, you are on the ball. There's a link that we've just posted. Myself, Anthony. There's 3 links there that are all the same. The only thing, guys, please don't all jump in on that because it might get a bit squashed in here, and we can only have up to so many people in here. So we'll invite you in, guys. So Britt, if you can jump in.
Britt, you don't need to put your email anyone on here. Just join the link from.
Hopefully the link will work if you cut and paste it. Put it in your browser. Yeah. Am I right in saying the browser? So bad. I'm not techie at all. So it should bring you in. So what happens, by the way, guys, when you come in on StreamYard, it will ask you your name and allow camera and microphone access, and then you'll be in, and we'll be able to bring you in as well.
Yeah.
But while we're waiting for Britt, hopefully she's not got curlers in. And we just want to. Has she come back on yet? Hopefully she's working on it. Hi, Lucy. Oh, here she comes. Straight in. Hi, Britt.
Hi, Britt.
Welcome to the show.
Oh,
welcome, Britt. Can you hear us? Hi. Okay.
Hi, Britt. How you doing?
Yeah, everything's crystal clear on this end.
Brilliant. Fantastic. So, sorry, we didn't get your. Did you manage to get Britt's birthday, Paisley?
I didn't yet.
Okay. Am I right in saying it's the 19th of April, 1978? Oh, thanks, Katie. She's put it up for in the banner.
And is it Brittany or is it just Britt?
It's just Britt.
Beautiful. That's a gorgeous name. I would call you an empath healer. You should be really good with decorating, hostessing things, providing, I want to say, nurturing to people through charm. Does that make sense for you? Can you hear me, Britt?
Yeah.
I'll claim all of those things. That's a very nice reading.
Can I just ask, Britt, where are you in the world? Are you in Florida?
Yes, and I apologize. I think I'm having what Helen experienced the other day, and a little bit of an audio delay. So yes, I'm in the US and I'm in Florida.
Okay. So it might be a slight satellite delay. Apologies for that.
And did you have any questions for me, Britt?
I did, Paisley. I I guess the question I would most want is, I'm kind of at a cusp where I can choose to kind of redirect my career path, and I've just been asking for information and signs, and so it just, anything kind of inference or information on that path would be great.
Sure. Sometimes people with your birthday, because you fit into all the elements of water and fire and air, feel like they have too many choices. So the idea isn't, it would be like, when you go to a restaurant and you're looking at a menu that's really big, there's just too much. You just want to like close the menu and decide, like, what do I feel like eating? So I would say you work well independently, you work well as a team, and you should be doing something where you're inspiring and being of service to others. Do you work in the field of decorating?
I mean, it's part of design, yes. And that, I don't do it professionally, but it's definitely a place. It's something I feel drawn towards.
Oh, perfect.
Aesthetics, how our environments impact, ourselves.
Yes, so decision making can come up as a challenge for you because you have two personalities that are a little bit opposite each other. You like to be very structured and think inside the box, but then you have this other side of your personality. When you feel very safe, you have this other side of your personality that's very, I want to say, louder and more fun. That's less organized and a bit more chaotic, but in a very social, humorous. You'd be a person that would be okay, like spending time in a library and working in a quiet environment, as long as it wasn't too boring for you. Yeah. But you could also be someone that teaches zip lining, for example. Does that make sense for you?
It does. And I definitely feel like I've kind of been pulled in, sometimes I'm in a game of tug of war with myself. So, but that's lovely. Thank you so much for that information and for this reading. And I'll definitely go back and listen again.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
Awesome. Nice to see you, Britt.
Thanks, Britt.
Awesome. All right. Nice thank you.
Bye. 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 Brilliant. This is like an international program, mate.
It's all over the world, aren't they?
Canada, America, Norfolk. Got to get Norfolk a shout, and then here we go. Here comes.
To shout as well.
I'm hoping Sammy, and I've got Shirley coming in. Hopefully, my lovely neighbour Shirley. So yeah, sorry guys, it'll be a slight delay, but we'll get you in as soon as possible. So just cut and paste the link in, and you should be able to get in okay. I might have to keep doing it actually because the comments come up. What happens is we kind of miss it. So I'm just going to cut it and copy and then stick it back on. I'm sure there's an easier way. I'm sure there is. We'll work it out before next week. The problem is we have to go live to do it, don't we, to create the link. This is the problem. So it's very much a trial and error. So I do apologize for that. But yeah, we're just waiting for Sammy. No, Sammy's not. I almost put Katie in then, Katie. You can hear me. You almost got put in then.
You'll love it.
I'm just going to share the link. So you've been to the UK though, Paisley? Have you worked over here as well?
No, just was there for about 2 weeks. Too short.
Whereabouts?
I went to Haywards Heath, to Cookfield.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've reshared the link.
It's beautiful country.
We got Amanda from Missouri, USA. Hello, Amanda Dobbs.
Well, hi.
Awesome.
Hi, Amanda.
Awesome.
Hope you're well.
So the name Amanda is a 3 energy, and people with the 3 energy, they love harmony and peace. Very often they're attracted very strongly to nature and plants and animals. Usually they go into fields either in customer service or into, I would say, artist and healer. And sometimes people with the 3 energy, depending, like in different times of our life, we have shadow times. Like sometimes we're not always balanced. And so sometimes 3s can suffer from depression a little bit if they got lots going on. And it's because they're a strong empath. They get affected and impacted by outside sources. to do with emotions. Were you going to say something, Paul?
Yeah, no, I was just waving because Sammy's come on, so we'll get Sammy in as well.
Perfect.
Hi, Sammy. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Sammy.
Hello.
Can I just say, by the way, I heard you did a demonstration recently. Am I right in saying that? A mediumship demonstration?
Yeah.
Well done. How did that go?
Yeah, it was phenomenal. The energy was very much alive. Yeah, no, it went very well. Thank you.
How many people did you have?
I can't remember, to be honest with you, but there's another one coming up soon, the Durham Church as well.
Okay, plug it if you want to. We love Durham, so plug it away.
Yeah,
I'll
share
you know what date it is off the top of your head?
Not without having a look, but I can send you a message when I find out.
Yeah, just I know it'll be on the Durham Spiritualist Church website.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, have a little look at that. Sammy is an awesome medium, and I met you about 6 years ago. I think it was with Charlie, my daughter, and you blew me away with your ability. So I know, I think you should have been working ages ago. I'm so pleased you're working and demonstrating. Hopefully, when we get back to normal, I'll see you out there somewhere.
Yeah, 100%.
Awesome. Sorry, Sam, I'm just like a personal chat going on here.
That's all right, no problem.
So, Sammy, when's your birthday?
It's the 19th of February, 94.
Okay. And did you have any questions?
Kind of similar to the last lady in terms of career pathway, if you like, at a bit of a crossroads, so to speak.
You have similar energy to Anthony and his birthday numbers, because when I add up your birthday, it's got 8 energy, and Anthony's last name, his surname is an 8 energy. And so this explains to me that it's very important that you not get bored with what you're doing.
Yeah.
And quite often people with the 8, depending on where their 8 falls, like I would say for you, the chances are that you may not just do one thing at a time. So you may do readings, and then you may do 2 or 3 other careers or jobs all at the same time.
Yeah.
And that'll help you to keep from getting bored.
Yeah, I can understand that.
You love to find solutions to puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
So if the job is challenging, and an example could be, I know you're kind of more geared towards intuition and administration and helping people and working as a team with people. I would say not so much. I wouldn't say sales for you. I feel like somebody else can sell your readings, but you just show up and do the readings.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And balance for you is really important. You like things to be equitable and fair.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I would say you've come more into your voice now than ever.
Yeah, 100%.
And I would say you used to think that you were shy because you didn't speak when you were young.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And do you have current sadness going on right now for you? Is there loss of something, a friendship or?
I wouldn't say necessarily friendship, no.
Are you feeling sad about something, but you're trying not to be sad?
Yeah, that makes more sense to me. Yeah.
It's coming as current loss for me.
Okay.
Yeah. As far as career goes, I would say something structured and organized that's fun and social, where nobody else is telling you how to do the work.
Okay.
You don't do well when people tell you what to do. You do better, when you're provided with the work and the pay and you can do what you want with it.
Yeah.
And you take responsibility very seriously.
Yeah.
And are you sometimes late for things?
Completely the opposite.
Okay. So because of the 2 and the 8 being born in February, and when I add your birthday numbers together, people with fire numbers, which are 2 and 4 and 8, sometimes will get very annoyed when people are late because they're always on time, or they will historically run late for things. And I just call it a time management thing.
Yeah.
And I would say like because Anthony has the 8, it would make sense if he's late for things too.
No, don't believe a word of it.
Oh.
Come on, Paul. Fess
The
up.
secrets are coming out now.
Yeah, looks like it.
I missed that. I'm busy typing to people to try and get them in. What? I missed it, didn't I? I was going,
I liked you as well, Paisley.
Teasing Anthony about being late. Yeah, so career choice would be hard for me to say. I would say administration, intuition, teaching, leading. I would say you love to be a student. You will likely be a student even if you're in your 80s. You'll take classes and do more things, Sammy, because you love to learn.
Yeah.
And Anthony shares that energy too.
Mm-hmm.
The water and the fire. Yeah. He's also got some air numbers in there too. But I would say like things for you are black and white. Once you decide something, you're fine. But sometimes you'll waver back and forth. You know, like I was talking about the menu earlier, you'll waver back and forth and not be sure what the right decision is. You can just choose a decision and go with it. It's when you doubt it and question it that it kind of undermines you.
Well, that's kind of where I'm at the moment, and that's why I've asked, because it's, if I go this way, then there's certain things I won't be happy to do, but then I'll be better off. But if I don't do that, then I'm not tied up or committed, and I would say
do what you love. And sometimes that means doing what you love. Sometimes at the beginning it's for less money.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can have a great paying vocation, but it's not what you love.
Exactly. That's the thing, isn't it?
So it's about that balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sammy. Thanks for coming on.
Sammy, lovely to see you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Take care. So,
lovely reading, Paisley.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Thank you.
Keeping you busy, Paisley, by the way.
That's okay.
We have another lady waiting in the wings, and I believe we both read for this lady, Anthony, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. It was really good readings as well.
Yeah. She and she's a really good sitter, if there's such a thing. This lady is awesome. So, welcome, Carol, to the show. Here she comes. Here she comes.
Drum roll. Hi, Carol.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Carol.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you fine.
Yes, we can.
So, whereabouts are you, Carol?
Milton Hall in Suffolk.
Big shout out for Suffolk tonight.
Good shout out to Suffolk.
Yeah.
Can you tell us your birthday?
Yes, 8th of the 2nd, 1965. And it was 8 o'clock in the morning.
So for numerology, I don't usually need the time, but astrologers will want to have that information for sure. You're a bit feisty, Carol. I would say you have you have a really fun personality. I would say like you bring life to the party.
Yeah, I have done.
Do you have some challenges looking at like the name Carol is a 7 and your birthday numbers being 8 and 2? You've got the water and the fire, and they can sometimes be in direct conflict. Does it come up for you that sometimes you have an emotion about something and a desire to speak about it, but the words don't come to you right away?
Very much so, and I get very frustrated.
And do you do any cardio activities?
No.
Did you used to
I have
a
disability.
Ah, okay. Are you able to do chair cardio?
I could do, yeah.
There's a lot of things that, seniors, and I'm not calling you a senior, but this is true for seniors as well. A lot of seniors come to me for readings, and when we talk about this fire energy, this cardio sometimes will come up, where if you can be doing some cardio activity that gets your heart rate up, it brings down the fire energy, so it makes you less easy to get frustrated or irritated, something like that. It keeps the frustration levels down, because I would say you go along for a long time with like a very calm Zen personality, but then sometimes your fire energy will present itself and it'll come out as frustration to do with speaking. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
very much so.
Did you have a question,
definitely,
Carol?
especially more so now.
Okay.
Does it? Do numbers relate to like things like depression?
Yes, being born in 1965 is 3 energy, and as I was speaking of 3 earlier, 3 is either very creative and helpful and artistic and gentle and harmonious, but an imbalanced 3 will be could lead to anxiety, depression, kind of like hopelessness in a way. I want to say those are things that can present in an imbalanced 3. So the good news is if we know, what's wrong, then we can figure out how to fix that. So I would say you're a person that loves nature and plants and animals, nurturing, helping others, being of service.
Yeah, all of that.
Yeah. So if
I'd rather help anybody else than myself.
Yeah. So if you're feeling low, help others and it will uplift you. But also chair cardio would be amazing for you if you're able to do it. Some people are limited physically, and if they can't do any cardio, Olympic athletes are trained so that when they're recovering from injuries and they can't do their sport that they normally do, Olympic athletes are trained to do a meditation and for like 20 minutes they run the race in a meditation, and the heart rate goes up, the muscles tense when they're supposed to. They've tested people who run and they've tested people who meditate about running, and it's the same results.
I could definitely meditate about running. So.
Yes, or it could be about swimming or paddling a boat or running or playing tennis, anything.
Yeah, I love swimming.
You can meditate that you're in the pool.
That's brilliant.
Thank you so much.
I'd rather be in the pool.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Paisley. It's lovely. Thank you.
For coming on, Carol.
Thanks, Carol.
Yeah, lovely to see you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
And you all.
Bye bye.
Beautiful, gentle spirit.
Yeah,
she's great.
Yeah. Well, we're working hard to Paisley. There's another lady that would like to come on.
He'll queuing up for you, Paisley.
We don't know this lady. This lady's called Tally. We're going to get her in. We'll have a quick chat with Tally. Hello, Tally.
Hello.
Hi, Tally. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Where are you in the world?
I'm Pinho, Exeter.
Oh, I'll be close to you soon as well.
Oh.
Somerset.
What, Glastonbury?
Yeah, that's not that far away, is it?
So what's that? 2 hours?
Yeah.
Not you need more than a bike, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
It's lovely to see you.
Thank you. And you guys. It's all new to me, so I'm really excited.
First time on tonight.
Yeah. I just happened to go on Facebook and it gave me a notification. So I was like, okay, let's join.
Awesome.
Oh, brilliant. Well, we're on every Wednesday at 7:30.
Oh, brilliant. Good to know. Good.
Tally, I love your name. When is your birthday?
It's 9th of the 5th, 93.
And did you have a question?
It was just about this kind of. I'm used to all of this. We've had a lot of spiritual people in our family, but I've never really been open to it. I've always been a bit sort of scared to open myself to it, but I'm slowly getting there. So just any sort of advice that would help me open up to it. Because since I've been a bit more open to it, I've seen signs and noticed a little bit more. So it's just how to do it without throwing myself into it too much at first.
Right. So your birthday tends towards a couple things. Intuition and any kind of psychic development or psychic ability is very strong with your birthday. You have a lot of empathetic ability to be able to feel what other people are going through. And so because of the way that you learn and the way that you think, sometimes you pull yourself back away from people to protect yourself because other people's either emotions or physical situations can impact you a great deal Do you notice that you're sensitive to when you're around other people? Do you notice the sensitivity?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And do you notice that you pull away from people when it gets too intense?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
So when we pull away from people, it kind of blocks the energy a little bit. So it's interesting that you're saying, like, now when I'm more open to it, I'm getting signs and so on. Well, that makes sense because you're bringing down your wall.
Yeah.
And opening up. So protection would be really like any kind of prayer, protection, grounding, meditation. Those things would really help you feel more safe to be able to move forward.
Right.
But I would call you an empath psychic, like that you feel other people's energy. And Anthony has some of that energy as well in his birthday.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Tally, you'll even pick up information from people when you're not trying to. Like you might be at a pub or at a cinema, and people, if they get too close to you, their energy comes into your energy.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely notice that a lot. But I do, as you said, I do block it off when I'm a bit like, no, uncomfortable or it's too much. I do switch to like, I don't want to know, or I definitely see that.
And do you journal? Do you write?
No, I used to when I was little in school. I don't anymore, but I used to, yeah.
You have a great ability to author, to maybe not publish yourself, but you write and somebody else publishes for you.
Yeah.
You work well on a team with people, but you're very, very independent as well. With the name Tally, it's like one of the most independent numbers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree with that as well. Definitely.
Yeah. And what about poetry and music? Do you write?
No, but I music for me is just life. Absolutely. I couldn't live without music. It's so important to me. But I did used to really enjoy poetry again when I was in school. I used to write a bit of poetry and I enjoyed that as well. Yeah.
So if you think about listening to music can be very emotional, and it can make you happy or it can make you sad or bring back memories. It's going to be the same thing with connecting with people, except that, the CD player doesn't come into your space. You can turn down the volume if you want. So dealing with people and their emotions will be the same. It's like you just need to learn to turn down the volume of people. So you might need to physically sit or stand further apart away from people so that you can feel safe when you're around people. Because when they come too close into your space, or if they get too loud, or if they're quite sick or quite upset, it's like you need to turn the volume down.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Definitely.
And do you play music? Do you play instruments?
No, I never taught. The only thing was a recorder in primary school. But
you would pick that up very easily if you decide to go into music.
Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah.
Without much training.
Okay, that's something to think about.
And I would say for the most part, you like to follow rules, but if you drive, you might drive too fast.
Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Did you have any other questions, or did that kind of make sense for you?
Yeah, no, that was it. Yeah, that made sense. It all is exactly how I am. So yeah, I understand now.
And I would say also that you may be drawn to do one thing as a career, but you may be pulled in different directions. So you're okay to do more than one career at a time. It's really interesting. Like, 50 years ago, people just did one thing for a living from the time they were, young until they retired or passed away. Yeah. And nowadays, lots of people have different careers because it just feeds all the parts of them.
Yeah. That's really interesting as well, actually. Yeah. To know that.
And cardio would be also beneficial to you because sometimes you worry about money and you worry about what if this happens or what if that happens.
Mm-hmm.
You like to plan things and you like to be spontaneous, both.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. A complete mix of both. Yes.
Thank you so much.
No,
Awesome.
thank you. That was really good. Thank you.
I have a feeling. Does Anthony or Paul? Does one of you have something to add to Tally? Did you have some information that came up?
Mate, do you want to go?
I just feel with what you were saying, it's like you were talking to me again, Paisley, because there's a lot of similarities once again with our independent reading that we did that happened last night. Well, here anyway. I just also feel for you, Tally, that you've been through a lot of pain in the past. There's a lot of I think also trust issues as well. I know this is more psychic, but at the end of the day, there's a connection with that understanding where I feel that you're once bitten, twice shy. That kind of example. So that's what I was getting as Paisley was uniquely using those numbers with, which connects to you. So there's that's what I was getting, and also I'm getting something to do with relationships with you as well, and that kind of association with the trust as well. That's what I was getting.
It's
funny,
I
wouldn't say you're wrong.
It's funny, isn't it, as well? Last week with Ian, he said the same thing about how many empaths we had on here.
Yeah.
So many people that are sensitive. I guess you attract it, I guess. But no, it's been lovely to meet you, Tally. And the only thing I want to say is don't be fearful of spirit and working with spirit and being around spirit, and especially if you're around it. Just give it a chance. There really isn't anything to fear. And I personally went on a bit of a journey with fear when I used to first connect with spirit, and I kind of pushed it away until I had no choice. But no, I would try to embrace it, and there really is nothing to be afraid of. Okay. So
it's just an extension of yourself, Tally. You're a very sensitive soul anyway, so you would understand what's been said anyway. So it's not really a surprise. It's just the trust and be relaxed in your own energy,
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing, I got to ask you a question. Have you just moved or thinking of moving?
That's really weird that you said that. Yeah, we've been talking about that over the last weekend, me and my fiance.
Yeah, it's certainly building up. So, and I think it's a good thing as well, because you've got a beautiful green ray coming in around you.
Yeah.
I like a lot of the colours, and there's a beautiful green ray coming in. So I'm not surprised.
Okay. Also, can I just add something as well? Do you work, or when I say work, but in a capacity where you care for people? Because you're quite a caring soul. There's a lot of healing energy around you as well.
Yeah, I'm a care worker in the community. So
right.
Yeah. That's new to me as well. I've only done that since September last year, so I'm new to that, but absolutely love it. Yeah.
You're like a duck to water, Tally.
Yeah. Everybody said that I work with now. They're like, I can't believe you've never done this before. I'm like, no, never. So yeah.
Lovely. Well, thank you for coming on, because I can feel that we're going to end up the three of us giving you a massive reading. And no one else is going to get a look in. But thank you ever so much for coming on. I hope you come back again.
Yeah, please do, Tally. Lovely to meet you.
Yeah, and tell your friends.
And I'll definitely be back.
Awesome. Take care.
You.
Bye. 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 Oh, that was like a lovely energy.
Lovely.
Yes.
Yeah, we are lucky that we have some really great people on here. We're just going to go straight into it. We've got Ali that's popped up here. She's about to come in. Hello, Ali. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
How are you?
Anthony.
Hello again.
I'm good.
And Ali, were you in the chat before here?
Yeah.
Today?
Yeah.
Pardon, sorry?
You were in the chat before with the July 11th birthday?
That was you, wasn't it?
That's right.
So you aged yourself by 10 years.
I know.
It's true.
Yeah.
How dare is that? I have glasses on. I push them on one. I was like, no!
I've just got to put the link on for another lady, for Sandra to come in.
Perfect.
So she can see the link.
Okay, so Ali, you go by Ali instead of Allison, and this makes you much stronger and less vulnerable. Do you notice you're not super comfortable being vulnerable? Does that come up for you?
Yeah.
I would say you're a sensitive soul. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't mind people seeing my vulnerable side, but only the people I want to see my vulnerable side.
And so do some people call you Alison, people that are close to you?
Yeah.
So that makes sense because Ali is much stronger. Yes, more independent. And do you work doing something that's, I'll say, physical and social in the work that you do?
No.
And do you work out? Okay. So the name Ali is like secretarial. Being born in July, also very, very strong administrative skills. You should be good with language, communication, and numbers. And sometimes people with this birthday name combination will be going into like accounting or detailed numbers because it's another form of communication. Do you balance the books at all?
Okay. Do I look books? Sorry.
Do you balance numbers?
Yes, I just actually get it. No, I hate maths and accounts, but I have just recently found out in numerology.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. Because numerology is another language. It's another communication tool. So that makes sense. But your birthday tends to have quite a lot of fire energy. And so usually people with fire can be enhanced when they're doing a lot of physical activity and keeping very busy and doing many things at a time. What's your hobby that you do? Do you do something for a hobby that's physical?
Yes, I like going to the gym, but my main hobby is really social work.
Social work?
Yeah, you broke up, Ali, right at that point when you said that. Spiritual.
Oh, spiritual work. Yes.
Spiritual work, and cooking and baking as well. So
cooking with fire. That makes sense. So the spiritual work would be great for you because you really like to work as a team with people and you find a lot of value when somebody has your back. So your client or the person that you're doing the spiritual work with would be your team. And it's important for you to be in charge of that because you have a strong teaching ability to be able to offer others information even without training. And that came up also in Anthony's reading as well. Because see, there's only 9 numbers in numerology. So sometimes there's going to be repeating patterns. Yeah. Did you have a question?
Yes, the name I go by when I do my spiritual work is my proper first name and my proper second name, which then amounts to like the number 2. Is that good to be going by?
Sorry, Paul, I couldn't hear what Ali said.
Yeah, you broke up, Ali. Sorry, can you try that again?
Oh, sorry. I might go instead. It would be better if I just kind of little run down.
Good old broadband, hey? We have these problems out here in Norfolk.
My business name, which amounts to number 2. So is that a good number to go by on a business name spiritually?
Does it amount to 2, did you say? Okay. Yeah, 2 is good for teamwork, and it's busy, and it's social, and it's working in partnership with people, and especially if it's one-on-one partnership. It could also be on a big team, but one-on-one is more intense, like a personal trainer or a counselor or a therapist or a reader, a psychic reader, for example. Any kind of work that's to do with teaching other people. And even if it's not teaching in a proper sense, like a teacher, people will pick up what you're saying. People, if they're open to it, they will pick it up and they'll do it and they'll change. Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Thank you, Ali.
Thanks, Ali. Good to see you again.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Take care. Bye. Bye. I was hoping to get Sandra. Bye, Ali.
Bye.
I was hoping to get Sandra on.
Yeah.
And I believe, is she a friend of yours, Sandra Martin? No,
not mine.
No, not mine. Not mine. So I didn't know if she knew you, Paisley.
She's not my friend yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So she's not. I've sent her the link.
Good.
But I'm not sure. I mean, we obviously, people are cutting and pasting it. I'm kind of a bit frustrated, really. I'm hoping everyone can see the link. I've shared it loads, but we're going to get Katie in the background to keep sharing that link. So we might as well start work, mate, because it's like we've got 35 minutes. It'd be nice for us to get in there and see how this works and see if we can do the readings via
just a quick one, Paul. Do you want to mention about the pages or the Facebook thing? Because there's a few comments.
Oh, yeah. Again, it's a bit frustrating, isn't it? We are using multiple platforms. And I'm just sitting here thinking, mate, maybe we should drop the YouTube, the link to this, because we're using like 3 different platforms, YouTube, Facebook, to go live on. And I know some of you guys struggle with don't always see the comments. I know if you're on a mobile phone,
the comments don't appear, do they? Or freezes on the phones.
Yeah, it just freezes, or someone just clicked on the blue link and got through. If it's any help, not seen her clicking through though, Carol. She's not coming to the studio. So as you know, you will need to put your name in, and you have to obviously have your mic and a camera on, which you should. If you do it on your phone or your tablet, you should have that automatically set up anyway. So just click through, and then we can let you in through that way. Yeah. Good question, Gemma. So, so basically, what we're going to try and do, Gemma, is trying to get people in the studio. Anthony and I are going to work as well. So we're going to bring people from Spirit in with our connections. And Paisley, you're welcome to join in as well with that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that'd be good. There's a thread.
So if you feel that the contact that we're bringing through is for you. Oh, hang on. We got Sandra coming now.
Oh,
so we do Sandra, and then we'll go into our mediumship.
Moving on, yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Sandra.
Hi, Sandra. If you can turn your mic on, that'd be great.
Oh yeah. We have mic issues. Yeah, I've just sent you a request to unmute your mic. Yeah.
Should be just at the bottom, Sandra. Of the screen.
Yeah, bottom of the screen. Just unmute. There's a little microphone that says mute, unmute.
So I can start with the name Sandra. The name Sandra has the same energy as the 2 I was just speaking about. And 2 energy is really good with partnership and working together with other people. A balance 2 will be very fun and sometimes sarcastic in their sense of humor. A little bit maybe dark sense of humor, but it's quite funny and it gets everybody laughing, even people that don't like sarcasm. But also it could be somebody who has trouble, getting motivated, getting going. If they're not doing physical activity already, sometimes they can feel stuck in some different aspects of their life that can come up for 2 energy. And
interesting. Sorry, Sandra, we can't hear you.
No.
Oh, bless her, she's gone. That's okay. Not meant to be, Sandra. Don't worry, we'll try again at another time. Okay, we're going to start working. I've got someone with me, mate. Did you want
to bring him in on the studio?
Oh, hello. Sandra's trying again. Hold on. Bless her. She's a trier. We've got to give Sandra this. She's a trier.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Sandra. Hey.
I'm sorry.
Hey.
I'm sorry.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Where are you from, Sandra?
I'm from Missouri in the United States.
Wow. Brilliant. Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Thank
welcome.
You.
Yeah. Awesome.
And Sandra, when's your birthday?
November 21st, 1973.
Do you work with animals?
No, but I love animals.
You have a strong affinity to nature.
I have a house full right now.
Oh, perfect. Oh, good. Did you have a question for us?
Not really. My sister, I was trying to make her come on here. I was going to support her, but I guess finances. I am so bad with money. If I have it, I spend it. I can't save, and it seems like I'm always in the negative.
So one of the things that could come up is worry or fear about money. People with fire numbers, which is the number 2, the number 4, or the number 8, and that could be the day or the month as far as birthday goes. People with fire numbers, born in 73, you're a 2, born in November, you're a 2, and the name Sandra is a 2. And so this can lead towards wanting to purchase things that are very good quality. Mm-hmm. So it's not like I just need a table, I'll just get any table from IKEA or something. It's more like I want the best table, I want the most expensive table. And so sometimes people with fire energy feel like they can't hang on to money because they buy the best. But then they worry about money, or they overshop and worry about money.
Absolutely.
Money, and I told this to Anthony yesterday, we talked about this. Money will come to you when you need it. Do you find that to be true? Have you known that to be true?
I worry an awful lot, so but yes, usually I work things out somehow.
Yes, I would say money will come to you if you stop worrying about it more. Like, it has to be released. The more you worry about it, the more financial struggle you'll have.
Okay, and I do have a question I just thought of. I'm sorry.
Perfect.
Depending on which zodiac you look at, I was born on the cusp, of Scorpio, Sagittarius. Is that mean I have both?
I'm going to let the gentleman answer that question, because I'm not doing too much about astrology. It's more about the numbers. And born on the 21st is a 3, which is like really gentle, harmonious, loving, caretaking, nurturing energy.
I would agree.
You should love to like feed people and take care of them and know what people need before they ask you for things.
A lot. I do that, yes. And if no one needs me, then I don't feel like I have a purpose.
And so depression could come in if no one needs you.
A lot.
As an example. Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Sandra. That's awesome. So thank you for coming on the show, and hopefully you'll come back again.
Absolutely.
It's lovely to see you. And we're going to try linking now. And if you feel this link is for you, come back on.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to bring someone through.
All right. Okay? Thank you.
That's exciting. So lovely to see you. Take
lovely
care.
To see you, Sandra. Take care.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, how did I do that?
Uh-oh.
Technical issues. Press the wrong button. Okay. I've got someone through. Shall I go first?
Go for it, mate.
And if Paisley, if you feel anything, or I don't know if I'm going to get names for this particular person that I'm coming through, but just on this, guys, like, love, and share. Let us know if you do want a message as well, because that would really help. And if you can come in the studio, it'd be quite nice to see you guys as well.
Please do, yeah.
Okay, so the first contact I've got coming in is a lady. I know she would have passed into spirit in her twilight years. I do feel with her, there's a real sense of her charity, and I feel with her that before she passed, she was volunteering. I feel there was an element of her doing some kind of charity work. And I want to go into a shop as well. I'm not sure which particular charity, but I kind of want to go into a shop. I do feel with this lady that her partner passed first, and I do feel that partner would have passed with a heart attack. She's also making me aware that there would have been problems with her chest. Now, I don't know. Oh, thank you. That's awesome. Whoever's written that is brilliant. I don't know if she passed with this particular condition. I do know she had a bronchial problem, but and I know a lot of people pass with pneumonia. I do feel there was an issue there around that. I don't think she's been in spirit particularly long. I do feel she's only been over 18 months to 3 years at the most. And that's a stretch. I do also feel with this lady, there's a faith with her because she keeps showing me the church. I do feel the faith was important to her. I also keep getting the name Mary that links into her. There's also a D name. I'm not sure if it's D or Diane as well. I feel there were people around her. I'm not sure this was her. Also the name June. Hang on a sec. Hold on a sec. I think the June links to her birthday, as does the July. I also feel the name Brian that links into this lady as well, that connects as the family, and the name Michael. Okay, I'm also seeing her hands, and I do feel she had delicate hands, and she had a really, how can I say this, a small face, but a sweet face. It's the only way I kind of put this over. And she looked good for her age. I feel she looked good for her age. I'm sorry I can't be more specific in terms of her age, but I finding this hard without her telling me. Hopefully she'll give me, okay, now that I've just set the intention, I can feel that she would have been in sort of mid to late 70s. I do not feel she passed old age. I do feel there was a condition that he had for some time that finally took her. I do feel that the husband had gone before with the heart attack. If anyone understands this information, I also want to reach out to a Julie as well. It connects to the name Julie. And recently, there's somebody that connects to her. An M word. It sounds like Maggie or Margaret that has been in hospital recently. There's thoughts, and I also want to say this lady was very charitable. I know I've mentioned working for charity, but there was a charitable side to her. She was always thinking of other people. There's also she's making me aware of this beautiful white house, and I'm not sure if it's hers, but she loved this white house. I'm just seeing this white house, and it looks like it's 300 or 400 years old, but it kind of looks like a mock Tudor. But I'm not sure if it's. I'm not even sure if I'm in this country. I'm just going to feel into that a bit more. I feel like I am in this country because it reminds me of mock Tudor, the house that she's given me, and I know there's a love of the garden and a particular love of roses. I also feel there was a rose planted for her in commemoration. I don't know why I'm getting the yellow. Who knows? She could be a Norwich City fan, but I'm getting the like, oh, okay. She just told me I got the Margaret wrong. I feel it's a Miriam. Or okay. Does anyone understand this? Or I'm flying solo. Can you tune into this? Anybody feel this as well? She's a lovely lady. I also feel there was an issue with her back as well. There was problems with her back. Yeah, because I kind of feel there was problems with her back, so she couldn't lift too heavy things. I can see that. She's showing me that. I also feel that her passing wasn't particularly nice. Again, I know I talked about the bronchial thing, but it feels like with her, she had a condition. It wasn't just the bronchial thing. I'm not sure if she's trying to give me cancer, but it doesn't feel like cancer because normally I can smell and taste the chemotherapy, but I'm not getting that with her. I feel there was other complications. So if anyone can take this, it's all gone quiet on the message. Have we got anybody watching? I know my link. I might just drop off my YouTube link. Is anybody out there? See, it says new comments now. Love, lights, and shared.
It might be a delay.
It might be a delay. Is there anybody out there? This beautiful lady wants to come through here. Again, I'm watching. Hi, Lucy. That's great. This, hi, Shirley. Oh, great. Everyone's saying hello. That's great.
Everyone is good then. That's good.
I do feel this is, this lady's making me feel this is either, okay. I don't feel this is mum or grandmother. I feel this is like an auntie. And the reason why I bring her through, I feel that there's I don't think it's her passing, but I feel someone very close. There's an anniversary coming up 2 years of someone's passing. And I feel like there's a celebration. So it would have been around a birthday and an anniversary of someone's passing round about now.
Can anyone take any of this information? If anyone gets an inkling of anything, please put it in the
we
comments.
really want to get you in the studio as well. If not, we're going to have to move on. It's a shame. And sometimes people don't want. I've had this a few times where we've given links, no one takes it, and then I get a message saying, "Oh, Paul, that was my auntie, but I wasn't sure." And I keep hearing,
they're a bit shy, didn't want to come through.
I keep hearing the name Michael that links in here. Not just one, there's more than one Michael that links in here. Nothing comes to mind for me. No worries, Tully. Okay.
Paul, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah, because there's a gentleman stepping in with her as well. A fixed set gentleman that I'm picking up.
Is this for you, Paisley?
No, I'm just wondering if you guys sometimes when you're getting information, if the client hasn't arrived yet, does that happen to you before your client shows up for their reading?
Not usually.
Well, no, I trust in the intelligence of spirit to get it right. So I know, and this is going to sound a bit conceited, and I don't mean to be conceited at all, but there'll be somebody there either. Do you know, the problem is everyone's watching at home. They could be watching Match of the Day as well. So not that they want to watch Match of the Day, I'm sure, but it could not be concentrating properly. So the information I've given is missing. So that could be another thing. I keep getting this D word as well. The D name keeps on hitting me. She keeps trying to hit me over the head with a handbag, trying to get this D name right. I feel like I also might have got the D, the Diane, wrong. It could also have been Doreen or Dorothy. I'm sorry I can't be more specific, but I feel I'm trying to be more specific. I'm trying to fill into this lady's connection. She's a lovely energy as well. I also know that she would have worn one coat. There's one coat, her favourite Mac, that she would have worn all the time. All the time. I also believe this lady was a smoker, but she gave up in her later years. And she's making me aware that Daphne, oh yeah, it could well be, Chandra. Yes, it could well be. But do you understand the other gentleman, the partner that would have passed into spirit before her? Oh, no problem, Amanda. Signal bad. Her partner that would have passed into spirit before her, but I'm also being made aware of another man coming in here. I don't feel he was old when he passed to spirit. He feels like he was possibly 60s, could even have been late 50s, that he had heart problems and he was a big fixed set man. He's also making me feel like I don't know why I've got two things here. There's a pub. I keep getting this pub with this gentleman, and also I can't work. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure if there's a policeman connection with him as well, because I kind of feel that discipline with him and a sense of I'm not aware that he passed before her. He would have passed with a heart attack. Whereas, the gentleman that I've got coming in from spirit with the beard and the fixed set gentleman might not be her partner. I'm just going to keep going with this, but I know he comes in with her, and okay. I also feel this lady that she's stepping back in, trying to talk to me as well. I feel there was money left from her. She left money. She wasn't. How can I say? She wasn't really, really rich, but she was comfortable, lady. And I do feel she left money to family. I do feel good about that. And I kind of feel like she touched people's lives, and she wants to bring this in with her charity, and how charming she was as well. There was a real charming sense to her. I keep seeing this blue Mac as well, this light blue Mac with her. And okay. There's something else coming in with this as well. Would you understand a burn as well? Some kind of disfigurement, Chandra? Would you understand some kind of disfigurement as well? Not necessarily. Yes, my grandmother, she left money to each of her children. Yeah, that's a little bit. That's lovely. But would you understand the charity side of her, working for a charity or doing some sort of volunteering work? Because I kind of want to say this was a weekly thing. To me, it feels like she was going to a shop, or she was going into the shop on a weekly basis 2 or 3 times a week and picking up things, because I feel like I'm supporting that charity really strong. Okay. I'm just going to keep talking. You're welcome to come in, Chandra, as well. Even if you just say, no, I can't take it, that's absolutely fine. We're going to give it another minute or so because we're running out of time, mate, already, aren't we?
Yeah.
15 minutes on this one link. What should we do? Should we throw it out there? If you can come in on the link, Chandra, that'd be brilliant. Not that
if you feel comfortable, Chandra, it's up to you.
To the burn, all the vol. No, then I'm not with you because that was really strong. The first thing she said when she came into this link was the charity work. The only thing that worries me is I'm seeing Ely Cathedral as well, and I'm working for Little Port Spiritualist Church, which is around the corner tomorrow. But I see again, I still don't think that's a thing. But I know I said there was a religious connection with her, and she keeps showing me this really big church, which looks a bit like Ely, that connects to her. So I know she would have gone to church on a fairly regular basis or had that faith underpinning her life. Okay. Yeah, I keep getting this D. It's driving me crazy. But I'm going to let it go, mate, and let you do one. If you've got anything or not.
I have.
Let you do one and see if we can, because I want to try and get someone in on the link if we can.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we might have to go over. Hopefully, I'm not.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keeping you too much, Paisley.
I'm good for time.
Okay, hopefully everyone is still on here because it feels like the connection's a bit strange on here tonight.
Yeah, it does, mate. Yeah, I'm going to try and unlink. I'm going to try and unlink YouTube as well.
All right. Okay, I'm just going to go with what I've got. So if anyone can accept any of this, please jump in. If 3 of you can take it, that'd be great as well, and we can narrow it down. So, I've got a gentleman who's presented himself nice, a very, very nice man. I can't say anything bad about this man, with respect to the energy that he brings to my attention. For some reason, he's come round the back of me on my left side, so he's like he's sitting down next to me, which is quite nice. Don't usually get that kind of thing, but. I feel this gentleman, he's showing me roughly sort of like the age of probably late 60s to middle 70s. That's how I see him at present. He is making me aware that he has his thinning hair on top, but he's got more silver stroke sort of grey hair, sort of swept back, I would say. And he's making me sort of really feel strongly connected with this man towards the sort of like the police. I know when you mentioned the police earlier, Paul, I thought this was the same gentleman that you were getting as well. But I did get this as you were chatting as well, mate. So I just thought I'm just going to hang on to this feeling with this gentleman. So your dad, I haven't even mentioned anything yet, Sally, but that's absolutely fine. All I've said here is a very strong feeling towards the police with hair that's going back, and if you can accept that, then absolutely fine. I just feel very nice, man. I know it's sort of not much words to explain this man, but I feel that this gentleman wouldn't really talk much. I feel he's very he would talk when he doesn't really talk much. He comes across to me as quite of a gentle chap, a gentle soul. I don't have to shout from the rooftops to explain how I feel. It's like you take me or you take me how I am kind of thing. But very gentle man. I do feel that he's a very family orientated man as well. I do feel he's talking about his grandchildren he's bringing to the table as well, bringing to my attention. And he's making me aware of 4 people. Now, 4 on the earth plane, not in spirit. So 2 grandchildren and 2 children of his as well. So whether this is 2 daughter and son who would have a child each, for example, or 2 children, but one of his children having 2 children, which is his grandchildren. So okay, that's fine.
Yeah, if you recognise this, guys, you're welcome to come in. Sally, if you think this is your dad, come on in.
I do feel this man is something to do with his heart. And if it's not to do with his heart as a heart attack, I do feel that he would have had either some kind of heart operation before he passed to spirit. So he knew that his heart and the situation around his heart and lungs weren't great. And I do feel that he's making me feel that I'm having an operation on my heart and I'm going in. I feel like I'm going in through I feel like I'm a surgeon or something because I'm going into his chest and I'm feeling like there's stents or something's been fitted into his arteries or something because I feel like I'm going on a road map through his body. a bit like I'm a sat nav or something. But I feel that this man would have known that he had some kind of health implications towards the end. Father-in-law, Lou. Okay, absolutely fine. If you can take all this information so far, he passed of a heart condition, but knew that he had a heart condition. I feel there would have been an operation like stents fitted or something like that. I do feel there's a connection with the police with this man, because I'm seeing flashing blue lights. If it's not the police, I might be wrong. I can be wrong. It may have been the ambulance crew or something like that. But I do get definitely drawn towards that kind of thing with lights flashing and stuff. Yes, mate.
Just say, do you want to get Lou in? She said father-in-law, possibly.
If you can take all that, Lou, before coming on, then we can let you on. That's absolutely fine. There's someone else who's sort of agreeing with that as well. The only thing, 2 children both have. That's fine. Come on, Lou. That's fine. If you want to come on, that'd be absolutely fine. Sally saying my dad was waiting for a heart and lung. No, he had it. This gentleman had the operation, but then whether. It reminds me a bit like Prince Philip. You know, he had a heart surgery done, and then later on he then passed because it was one heck of an operation. You know, he was just. I feel he was tired, and I feel that he was fragile towards the end as well. He needed his operation to survive, but unfortunately, I do feel it was too much for him, even though it helped. Eventually, unfortunately, or as it's meant to be, he's back in spirit. Yes, come on, Lou. I feel I'm with you. As you've mentioned, the police. And if this is the brother-in-law, then absolutely fine. If you can take the 2 children and all that. Somehow. Oh, okay.
Should be able to cut and paste the link.
Yeah, come on, Lou. I feel I'm with you, sweetheart.
Yeah, cut and paste the link. You should be able to come in.
Paisley, do you want to connect as well with Lou, if your unique way as well, when she comes on?
Yes. So I feel like Lou might be a nickname. And
I know a little bit about her name, so I'm not going to give it away.
Okay. Do you know the full name? The first name?
That's not her name, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not getting any mediumship information for Lou.
The phone won't let her. Okay. We'll have to plow on.
Okay, we'll plow on. That's a shame, Lou. I was looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. This gentleman is taking me to his garden, Lou. And I feel there would have been something. He's taking me to the back of the house. I feel that if you've been to this gentleman's garden, it would help, of course. But he is explaining a long sort of rectangular garden. I feel there's slabs leading down to the back. I feel there's a fence at the back of this garden. And I feel that this man loves to be outside, or did love to be outside. He's still saying he does like to be outside, and he loves to be in nature. And I definitely like this man, because I do as well. And yes, okay, if that's yes, double yes. We're loving yeses, don't we, Paul? And I just also feel this man could be dry sense of humor, Lou, as well. I feel 1 minute you can't really tell whether he's joking or not. 1 minute it feels like he's got a dry sense of humor, or he cracks a joke and you think he's being serious. Oh yeah, I forgot to laugh. Sorry, mate. You know, kind of thing. He's also showing me a badge as well. I feel like he's actually saying it's like a badge of honor. So whether I don't want to make it fit, but I do feel it's something to do with his job. If it was to do with the police, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a badge on a lanyard or something like that. But he's lots of yeses now. I feel very proud. I'm very proud that I'm associated with this type of work that I do. I feel that I've suddenly grown bigger. I feel like I've blown up like a balloon, because I'm really proud of what I do. This gentleman's coming across emotional now as well. And I feel a lot of people love this man. I feel a lot of people respected him in the community. I feel a lot of people respect it. Brilliant. Thank you, Lou. And I just feel there's either numbers on this lanyard, or there's I nearly said membership, but it's not, you know what I mean, but something to do with numbers that are associated with this card around his neck as well. He's also saying, he's making me aware of, he's making me aware of a lady as well. I feel that he's talking about a lady that's on the earth plane. I don't feel she's in spirit, because he's not drawing her next to him and me. But I do feel that this lady is suffering. I feel she's roughly about mid-40s, if I had to guess. And I feel this is either I feel this is a friend stroke colleague of yours, Lou, that she seems to be struggling. So I don't know whether there's some kind of, she's upset or she's a bit depressed or has anxiety or something, but he's just making me aware to let you know that he's aware of her discontent and wants you to somehow comfort her or give her a phone call or something like that as well. And he's also mentioning freshly cut flowers. I can smell like sap underneath my nose now as well. Just find out for us, Lou, and just double check, because I wouldn't be surprised if there's someone suffering as we don't know. But I'm getting the smell of sap, like freshly cut flowers. It reminds me a bit like daffodils when you cut the stems and you can smell. I'm not saying smell the sap, but it's giving me that kind of smell. Thank you, Lou. And freshly cut flowers in a vase, either in your lounge or on your dining room table, because I can see them and they're lovely colours. So I'm going to leave that information and love with you. Thanks, Lou, for working with me.
Awesome, mate. Well done. We're running out of time. I really want to get someone in the studio.
Yeah, so do I. I thought Lou was coming on. I was getting excited.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, thank you, Lou, for that. It was brilliant. So shall we try and do a double link?
Yeah, it'd be great to get someone on here, like you say, Paul. Let's do that.
Let's do a double link so we can do one message. The only thing with double links, they either go perfect or like the other week when we had that road accident.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone wasn't listening. So we'll give it a go and see who comes through. And then hopefully, guys, you can come on. It's not always crucial. You don't have to come on, but it'll be lovely to see. And it'll be interesting for us to see how we connect to you as well, because it's really difficult to read from messages as well. Okay. Do you want me to start?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I've got another gentleman coming in here. Okay, and this gentleman's making me feel I feel he's around 5'8", 5'10". He's not particularly tall, man. He's a sort of average for his generation, because I know he would have been a grandfather when he went into spirit. I do feel with this gentleman, he wasted away. Forgive me for saying this. I kind of feel that this wasn't a very nice experience in his passing. So I'm choking as well.
Yeah.
So whether that was a part of something that happened to him as well. I had this today as well with someone. I kind of feel like I wasted away, but over a period of time, I feel the condition he had, he wasted away. I feel his muscles and everything until he was skin and bone. And forgive me for bringing that as a memory link in here, but this kind of how he passed, he wants to push that through to me, but he also is making me very, very much aware that he doesn't want to be remembered that way. There's very much, I know you would have connected to the way he passed. Well, okay. So he's trying to talk to me. Mate, can you hear him? I keep talking about, it sounds like mum. He's talking about mum, and I keep hearing him talk about mum as well. All right, thank you. Right, I do feel with him that there was a problem with the relationship that he had with mum, and you would be aware of this relationship. I do feel that this gentleman had more than one issue. I feel this gentleman had an alcohol issue as well. And I think this was led into what he had the problem with, because the way I'm kind of feeling like I'm drinking myself into oblivion with him. And I'm sorry to bring that into a memory, but I kind of feel there was two sides to him. That he was kind of in denial about the drink. That's how I feel. Are you picking this up? Also, the name sounds like a Scottish connection as well. He's trying to give me a Scottish connection here as well. I feel I'm hearing that. Oh, it sounds like Fraser. Could be my dad.
Okay. Monique.
Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, Monique, can you come in?
You've got to come in.
Can we go for this?
Oh, come in.
We'd love to get you in, Monique.
Two Canadian.
Okay, Edward as well. It may be for me. I'll try and come in. Okay, we'll get you both in. Helen as well as I'm not sure what that was, Helen.
No, I don't.
Okay. But thank you. I feel smart with this gentleman as well. I kind of feel like I self-imploded. I know there's other children. I feel there's children from 2 different relationships as well with him. But I kind of feel really smart with him as well. I kind of feel like I'm changing my clothes for different things. And there's something about white slacks, white trousers, and a thick jumper, and I kind of feel this is connected to something he did. I'm not seeing bowling or anything, but I'm just kind of seeing this image of him. I actually feel him standing behind me, because I can kind of feel him standing behind me as well. Can you feel him, Anthony?
Yeah, I can.
I also feel there's somebody around him or today that is particularly, I feel this is a daughter or son connection. I do actually, I know he's got daughter and son. I think there's children from a different relationship, so I feel there's either 1 or 2 with one and 2 or 3 with another. But I know there's children, quite a few children from 2 different relationships. Okay. I also Burnett. I just had the name Burnett. I'm not too sure about that. Okay, guys, if anyone can take this, I think this could be my dad. Okay, would you understand this information, Marie? If so, can you jump in on the link? If you copy and paste, can you paste the link again, please, Katie? If you believe this is, thanks, Katie. Awesome. I would love you to come in because we'd be able to bring in stronger memories, stronger ideas. I do know that there's a person here that loves their garden at the moment, that loves their gardening, and flowers are important. And not just flowers, but nature generally. No, I do not know this person. Okay, so it's not you, Monique, but lovely to have you on the show. That's my surname. Boom. Okay, do you understand this gentleman, though, Mary? Do you understand this gentleman? There's the thing about the alcohol and the drinking. Message me. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, we got a spammer again.
We got a spammer. Yeah, he's gone. He's dust. Thanks to Katie. do you want to pick up on this, Anthony, or not?
Yeah. So
we've got Ed coming in.
Thanks, Paul. Yeah. So what I've got around this gentleman, I do feel like Paul was saying, and I just feel that I wasted away especially towards the end of my life, as well. Oh, hi there, Ed. How you doing?
Hi. Well, thank you. Can you hear me?
We can. Thank you for coming on, Ed. I know I've done a reading for you before, but this didn't come in this way.
No, that's right. This is unusual.
Okay.
Can you take any of this information, Ed?
Yeah. So my dad effectively drank himself to death over a period of about 7 years.
Okay.
Right.
That is exactly how this gentleman is describing it.
Yeah.
Now, I do know this gentleman was professional. I do feel with him there was many talents with him. I don't know why I got the name Mary, by the way, the name Burnett, but I'm not sure if that was a first name for a lady or a surname, but it sounded like Burnett. It could be, but then with Claire's audience, sometimes it can be Burnett or Bernice. It really depends. We have to really sit and focus for the Claire audience. Sometimes you'll get a lovely 2 or 3 phrases or sentences, and then other times you just get one word, and you've got to try and feel into that. This gentleman is making me aware very much about the love of it. Would you understand the different children from there's different children he's talking about here as well?
So he fostered and adopted from lots of different families.
Would you understand? See, I'm not sure if this is him, but I feel somebody's still here that loves the garden. That's very important to them.
Maybe that could be me.
Okay. Awesome. Did I bring this gentleman through before?
Yes, you did.
Because he does feel familiar.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot about him from before, and I'm trying not to get into my head from what he came through on a reading before with me.
Sure.
Okay, I've got to give you. I'm going to hand this over in a second. I'm going to hand this over to Anthony because I've brought this gentleman through before. Great guy, by the way. I also feel an enormous sense of pride between you and him. I know there's another gentleman coming in as well, and see if Anthony can pick him up. There's another gentleman that come in together. They're quite close. I'm not sure they were close in life, but they're certainly close now because they come in together. I feel this is father and grandfather in spirit. Okay, and I know they're coming close together. Although I feel with the grandfather, he passed with a heart attack.
Yes, that's right.
So, so I do feel both of them coming in for you. The other thing, would you understand family heirlooms as well? He's trying to give me some family heirlooms. I don't know why I'm getting the blue cutlery, not cutlery, china. Would you understand the blue and white china?
So my granddad had blue and white willow pattern china. I haven't got it now though.
That's okay. He's trying to give me association so I can connect you who this was with.
Yeah.
There's a big initial D, trying to give him the initial D here as well on that side. There's a big initial G he's trying to connect to. Do you understand the D?
Don't understand the D at the moment.
Okay,
no.
that's fine. I'm hoping I'll get the name for you. It sounds like a Dorothy, actually. The way it feels like a Dorothy. This is connected to your grandfather rather than your father. I know you sent me something and it was fabulous about what you do for work, and I can't tell it because I might be shot by the government. So I might be a firing squad because it's an official Secrets Act. But there's a real sense of pride and connection with for both of these gentlemen with you. Would I be right in saying one of these gentlemen had military, at least one of these gentlemen had military experience as well?
Yeah, so my granddad was in the Home Guard.
Oh, perfect. Okay, awesome. So that's where the pride comes in for what you're doing. Okay, I'll hand it over to Anthony and see if he can pick up, because I know there's lots of information I brought through for you before, but I'd be lovely to see if sorry, mate, no pressure.
no pressure. Okay, hi Ed, how you doing?
Hi Anthony.
Hi there. I just can't get the smell of alcohol out of my nose, Ed.
Yeah, that's about right.
It's just very strong, and I just feel like with one drink's gone down, I want to pick another one up, you know, as well. And if I haven't got one in both hands, it'll be a miracle, because I just feel that it's. Can you understand this gentleman having an addictive personality as well?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, because it feels like I can't do one thing without doing something else, and I also feel. Can you also understand with this man that he would put a face on to some people, but show a different face to other members of maybe family, that kind of thing?
Yes, yeah.
Because it's like I want to be one person, but I'm also someone else. I feel like I'm Batman and Robin at the same time, you know. And but I also feel with this man that he's a bit of a deep thinker as well. Yeah. I feel like I'm in my own head a lot.
Yes,
I feel like I'm literally just constantly in my own head. But I feel that he was a bit stubborn as well. I feel that, you know, it's like it's my way or the highway. So he can't really be reasoned with that much, you know, because he's a bit, you know, stubborn as well. Can you understand a brother influence at all?
So he wasn't very close to his brother.
But you can understand that the brother connection with this man?
To a certain extent, although they weren't close.
No, that's absolutely fine, because it feels to me that there's lost years. He's saying lost years, like whether there was some kind of like I don't know, a disagreement or an argument or something, because it feels like he wished he could turn the clock back. That's the feeling. I want to put turn the wrongs to right, or put things to bed. He's saying, put things to bed, like close the door and lock the key. Lock it and throw away the key, kind of thing, as well. And also, I don't want to go into too much personal detail with yourself, but can you understand either a difficulty or a situation involving money around you?
No, not with money.
Right, because if it's not to do with money, it's to do with something to do with legal or paperwork which associates money. Because it feels like I want to sign something or rubber stamp something. That's what he's telling me.
Okay.
So if this isn't something you know about, you will know about it in the next couple of weeks or something. Trust me. All right. But what you've got in your head, I'm hearing the same thing as what he's saying. So what you're doubting is what he's saying. So it will come down to something to do with signing something or rubber stamping something. That's okay. So what you don't know is what you will know. This isn't fortune telling, but it's just something that, I'm not trying to make it fit, but you know what I mean. Okay, he's all right. Can you understand this gentleman having a dog at one point?
So he did when he was growing up, and also my granddad had a dog as well.
Right. Can you understand him walking this dog across marshy field land or open spaces?
No.
Right. Because I feel like I've got Wellerston boots on, and I feel like I'm sinking into the mud.
Okay.
And if this isn't to do with a physical place, this is to do with how you're feeling, that sinking into the mud, if it's symbolic.
Okay.
Because it feels like I want to change something, but I'm a little bit frustrated that I'm where I am. So I feel that he's either talking about yourself or where he was in that moment of his life.
I would understand feeling stuck.
Right. Okay. Absolutely fine. Okay, that's absolutely fine. I am getting cigarettes this man's bringing in, and I do feel that I want to light a cigarette up. So it makes me feel that I want to light a cigarette up to think, because I can't think if I don't light one up. I'm also getting pulled towards the granddad now, rather than the man that I was originally talking about.
Okay. The granddad.
Sorry to interrupt. I feel that I smoked and then I gave it up, but then I feel that I want it to start again.
That's possible.
Right. Okay. Because I feel there's a break in that habit, and I feel like I want to go back to it. So that it's very strange, that kind of feeling. But I've just got to say what I get, Ed. All right. Can you understand that?
Yes. Yeah.
And also, what's this about picture frames or pictures or photos or something? I feel it's on the wall or in a frame.
So is this from Grandad?
Yeah.
So this came up the other week.
Yeah.
I've got a framed certificate I've got his long service certificate in a frame.
Yeah. Right. Because I feel proud. I want to pat you on the back, Ed.
Right.
This is not me, but this man's telling me, pat him on the back for.
Hang on, mate. Did you put it up on the wall, Ed?
I haven't. I've got it at the garage, but it's not up on the wall yet.
Because I kind of want to put it on the wall.
Yeah. Okay.
And that came through behind you. So well done, Anthony. That was awesome.
Can you understand on this where there's some kind of handwritten like scribe, as well as letters that's typed as well?
Yes, that's right. On this certificate there is.
I feel that there's both. There's handwritten and typed as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Mate,
right.
I just need to
one last thing, Paul.
Yeah.
Just want to say, Ed, can you understand that the plants that you've planted in the pots that you have now got inside the house, not outside?
I have got plants inside the house, yeah.
Because he's saying about repotting plants. If you haven't already done it, you need to do it.
Okay, got that.
Right. Can you understand that as well?
Yes.
And also with the pots, can you understand plastic as well as pottery type of material?
Yeah.
Thank you ever so much, mate.
Thanks, Anthony.
No worries.
Awesome. Thanks, Ed. There's just one more thing I want to say, and then we're going to ask Paisley if she can get anything from your name. Okay. Is that possible? So what's your full name, Ed? Is it Edward?
Edward Goodman.
So Edward is energy of 6, which is very gentle and generous spirit. Usually in a male with the name Edward, they are very nurturing, gentle souls, but sometimes they present as being extremely masculine. Quite often they'll drive a vehicle that's like a big truck, or maybe not like a small economical car. Does that make any sense to you, Ed?
Perhaps not the car, but yeah, a lot of it makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. And I would say, like, you people who need help will be drawn to you for healing. So sometimes people who have a lot of that are going through a lot of emotional issues will just kind of like bother you sometimes. Like they'll need your help. Needy people will be drawn to you for help.
That happens. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's good to teach them how to help themselves.
Yes.
Instead of you helping them, because you'll do anything for anyone. You'll go out of your way. You'll be late for something to help someone be on time for something.
Mm-hmm.
And the name Ed, and I feel like you go by the name Ed more than Edward. Is that correct?
That's right. Yes.
The name Ed is about balance, structure, following the rules. Very often it's to do with justice or security. Mm-hmm. So sometimes it's to do with policing or, standing on guard, standing up for something, like very structured.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense for you?
It does.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks,
When's your birthday?
It's the 8th of the 3rd, 72.
And do you have more than one career?
No, only one.
Okay. Are you bored in your career?
I'm thinking about a bit of a change at the moment.
Don't tell me, because that's the last thing I've got up here. So don't say anything more about that, because I've got a message about that.
Okay, let's go. Let's hear it.
Okay, so I feel this is the gentleman that originally came in, which I believe to be your father.
Yeah.
Okay, he wants to talk about your work. Now, something is moving really quickly around that. The only thing that worries me, I feel people are going to be laid off. There's going to be changes. There's something shifting around. I feel like there's yes, there may be movement for you, but it's like if you don't take, is there promotion? I know it's promotion coming up here, but there's more than one. But it's like a bounce move. That's the only way I can describe this. And if you don't do this, and if you're kind of sitting on the fence with this, I kind of worry that you're going to get caught up in redundancy. I kind of feel like you're hop, skip, and jump away from it. That's the only way I can describe what he's saying, and that's really good. And it's a slightly different role in what you're doing now. That's how I feel with this. And I feel there's a lot more commercial element as well, private, and what you're doing with that. Does that make sense? There's more of a private influence.
Possibly, yeah.
Okay. There's a private contractor as well as, I'm not going to say it live on there because I will get shot by the government. So everyone's sitting at home wondering, he's a spy. Yeah, sorry guys, he's not quite a spy, but yeah. So that's really awesome. Also, the number 10 keeps coming in here. Number 10, look out for the number 10. It's specific for you. What does that mean, Paisley, for him? Number 10. There's a number 10 that your father's just given me.
Can you speak to it, Ed? Does 10 make sense?
Yeah. 10 doesn't make sense at the moment, no.
Okay. In numerology, 10 is a 1, and 1 is intuition, following the rules, doing the right thing, taking responsibility for everything, like, paying your bills before they're due kind of thing, like having everything up to date, keeping up to date on contracts and letters and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. Thank you.
And that, I think, encapsulates who you are, because your father gave me that number 10 for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that, I think that's pretty much who you are, encapsulates you, Ed. Thank you for coming on. That was
Thanks, Ed.
Brilliant. Thank you all very much.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant. Have a conference. Come on.
Take care. Cheers.
Thanks.
Bye. Bye for now.
Bye. Mate,
there we go. We've gone well over time, haven't we?
We're 20 minutes over, but yeah, thank you, Paisley, for coming on. I feel like we've worked you really hard tonight.
Not at all.
Hope you enjoyed it, Paisley.
Oh, I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to be here on your show. It's been really great. It's super fun.
We love it. We love it. And thank you ever so much for coming on, and hopefully come back in the future.
For sure. I'd love to.
Lovely to see you again.
Brilliant. Okay. Thanks, Paisley.
Bye for now.
Bye for now. And I'm just going to drop you out just because. Oh, actually, before you go, Paisley, if you can look up and down some of the messages on the right-hand side, can you pick somebody for Anthony to read for?
Free reading coming up to one of these lucky people.
And that's in the comments on the right-hand side.
It sure is, yeah.
Okay, there was somebody I saw. His name popped away. It was Andy.
Oh yes,
Andy.
I saw that. Andy Toomer. Ba-bum. You have won a free reading with Anthony.
Do you know Andy, Paul?
No, I don't. But he's put a fantastic evening. So sorry I was late on, but he's late on, and he's just won a free reading with.
Oh, there you are, Andy. And if you can,
Anthony. Andy. Andy. Yeah.
Andy, if you can inbox me, mate, as you can see on the screen, Anthony Doveton Medium on Facebook, and then just communicate with me, mate, and we'll sort out a date that's convenient for you.
Brilliant. So that's it. Only thing that we want to remind people, please come and support us for the charity evening we're doing with the Down Syndrome Association.
Yeah.
Also, Anthony's doing MBS on Friday for half an hour.
That's right. That's 8:30. So follow it on my page as well. And likewise, 4th of June, isn't it, Paul? Our evening.
Yes.
For a great cause, I hear, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Friday, so can you maybe get a few beers in rather than going out?
Yeah.
So we don't mind. You can sit and drink alcohol while you're listening to us, as long as you stay tuned and you don't get too rowdy.
We can't though, because we can't mix the two.
We can't drink. We can't. Boom. So. What we like. So again, thanks again, Paisley. I'm just going to mention, I forgot, Littleport Spiritualist. Actually, it's a Christian spiritualist church. I'm on from 7:40 tomorrow with, I think it's Nick as well. So I'm looking forward to that. It's the first time there for me, and you're really looking forward to it. So thanks everybody, and we will see you this time next week. I'm hoping. We got a couple of special guests
then, Paul, next week.
Well, I don't want to say because there's a couple in the fire. We've got hopefully some people that have had near-death experiences.
Yeah.
Somebody who's a paranormal investigator.
Yeah. And
also Marcus Day from the Medium Wave has agreed to be on.
Fantastic stuff.
And also Adam Berry, who is at this moment in time very hot property in terms of his mediumship in the country. So
yeah,
it'd be lovely to see him on here as well. So
lots of guests coming up still, everyone. So that's all good.
Yeah. People obviously want to see us, so that's really good. Keep going, even though it was just for lockdown, wasn't it, mate?
That's right. But it's taken off. We're worldwide now, Paul.
I don't know about worldwide. Yeah, we're getting there, mate. We are getting there. We are getting there. Yeah.
You're definitely international for sure.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. And
we'll see you, Paisley.
We'll see you everyone at home next week.
See you next week, everyone. Take care.
Bye.